What if I told you that the average successful entrepreneur is in their 40s or 50s? In fact, studies show that people over 45 have 70% higher chance of building a successful business compared to their younger counterparts. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share some case studies and some industry information that will really help you understand that age is not a barrier, but it is in fact a competitive advantage. And I want to show you how you can turn your life experience and your skills into an online course or a coaching business using knowledge that you already have. I'm Deborah Luckham, ex-corporate marketing director of 15 years, where I served and scaled over 57 FTSE 500 brands, some into the billions of revenue, before co-founding Networth Nomads, where we've helped solopreneur clients make millions selling online courses using knowledge they already have. If you're stuck in a career or life that no longer makes you happy and are looking for a proven way to maximize your freedom whilst building generational wealth beyond the scope any 9-to-5 ever could offer, we help you find your true purpose and set up a freedom-based course business just like we did. Today, we work from anywhere with flexible 4-hour workdays, slow mornings, and completely prioritizing our physical and mental well-being. And it's not as hard as you might think, even if you feel you lack the time, energy, and budget to get it off the ground. So what I'm about to show you is not just a flash in the pan. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme or anything like that. I'm talking about a very low-risk business that you can run for the long term and that can retire you early, essentially. It can replace your income. It can become an asset that you can hand down to family. And it's enjoyable. It's flexible. It gives you freedom. And dare I say, it's fun because you'll be working on something that you really love and enjoy. So over the years, our clients have actually made millions online, but this isn't about money either. It's about helping you understand that you have got options. You do not need to wait another 5, 10, 15, 20 years in the same routine that, quite honestly, for a lot of people is sucking their soul just so that you can finish paying off your mortgage or build enough pension fund, because that is actually an old and outdated model now. You know, it's a very old way of thinking, and life is ticking away right now. It's become an epidemic of people that are now suffering because they're fed up. They need other options and they really don't see any other way of earning money outside of the career that they've already established for themselves. And as marketeers, you know, we're both extremely experienced, but we're also two humans that have trodden this path already. So we're here to educate you on your options. And if you don't know me already, I'm Deborah. And together with my husband, Grantley, we actually both spent 15 years each working in corporate marketing before we realised ourselves that there just needed to be more than the 9-to-5 grind for us. So we left it all behind. We actually moved to Bali and we launched an online business based around our expertise. And really what we're passionate about is helping people to make that leap into entrepreneurship and create freedom on your own terms. And a lot of people don't feel confident with it. So in today's episode, what I want to do is walk you through how to turn your years of experience into a successful online business. So we'll cover the biggest myths around starting later in life, because actually there's so much more advantage for you if you've got experience. And I'll take you through the first steps that you can take right now to start your journey. So by the end, you're going to be ready to take action and finally live life on your own terms. So also don't forget to stick around until the end, because we will be offering all of you a free seat into a 1-hour introduction into the online course and coaching industry if it's something that you're interested in. And what I'll do is I'll show you how to monetize your expertise, and I'll give you a simple roadmap to get you started in just 30 days. So remember to stay tuned for that. And let's go back to this age concept again. So now that we've established that age is actually an advantage for you to build a successful online business, let's just talk about why so many people feel like they're too old to start, because there's a lot of misconceptions out there that might be holding you back without you even realizing it. So what I want to do is show you some industry stats, some case studies, and some facts that will help you see for yourself that your original thoughts are very likely untrue, and they're really just limiting beliefs in the way of you really having the freedom that you deserve, to be honest. The first thing that I would ask you to get your head around is that your experience, I want you to see it as a valuable asset, because your experience is your superpower. That's what makes you unique, but also that is what's monetizable, you know? And there's research out there that shows that people over 50 are twice as likely to start a successful business compared to younger entrepreneurs. And really that's all because of those years of working in different roles and industries have given you a skill set that can't be taught in a classroom, and it's authentic. It comes out of you very easily and you've lived it. So you've made decisions, you've solved problems, and you've worked with all kinds of people. And this maturity and real world experience is exactly what sets you apart in the online space. So actually, it's such a huge advantage. Take Angela Brown, for example. So she spent decades in the cleaning industry before launching her online coaching business called The Savvy Cleaner. And she essentially teaches others how to start and run a professional cleaning business online. But she didn't start this in her 20s. She began her online venture much later in life, and she used her deep well of experience to position herself as a trusted expert. And, guess what? She's built an incredible community of students who value her hands-on knowledge. Just remember that the more experience you have, the safer people often feel with you. And it's not just about knowing the latest tech trends. It's about having the insight to help others avoid mistakes or reach their goals faster. So when you've spent decades in your field, you've seen it all and you've overcome obstacles. So you know what works and you know what doesn't work. It's a real gold mine. So essentially, when you make an online business, you're going to tap into that knowledge and you're going to offer something to someone that's hard to find. It's real world wisdom, and it's not something that you can just repeat or find on ChatGPT. It's actually experience that you can navigate with a client. And that's why when it comes to building an online business, your age is not your limitation. It's absolutely your superpower. And the second thing that really I want to squash right now is so many people come to us and they love the idea of making a course or a coaching business, but they feel that they can't because of tech. They feel that either not familiar with tech because they've always worked in a manual field, or that you need to be some kind of tech genius to succeed online. But honestly, guys, this couldn't be further from the truth, because the reality now is that the industry has moved so fast. I mean, back in the day when we started making courses, we literally had to code websites and link systems together that were always breaking. And the quality of all of the different platforms just wasn't there. But now you can go ahead and use one platform that's totally user-friendly and will handle everything that you need to handle. And I always like to say to people, if you can write an email and press send on an email, then you have got the online skills to set up an online business in today's day and age. And if anything, I envy you because you've got so many tools out there to help you and all the different AI tools. Back in the day when we were starting out, AI wasn't a thing. So all the copy was written by hand. So you really don't need to spend hours learning code or troubleshooting complex software. And a great example is John Dale, because he created an entire course business teaching people how to run goat farming operations of all things. And John had zero background in tech. He was just a really hands-on man. He lived on a farm, but using very simple drag and drop tools, he built his little online course. And now he runs a thriving business, guys, helping aspiring goat farmers. And the best part is he's teaching people how to farm, which is his passion. And he's not really having to learn anything because all the platforms are so easy to use now. And honestly, if John can teach goat farming online without needing any advanced tech skills, then you can definitely share your expertise too. So the key is to start with simple tools that they're designed to make things easier, not harder. And don't let tech hold you back. It's just a means to an end. If you enjoy listening to this podcast, it would mean a whole lot to me if I could ask for one small favour, and that is to hit the subscribe button to support our channel or click the notification bell so you never miss an episode again. This helps us reach more people like you that might need our help, whether feeling stuck in a job they hate or just aware that life is passing them by and their daily reality isn't making them fulfilled or happy. This small gesture of support enables us to make more content that gives you real, actionable strategies to create a life of freedom, wealth, and purpose. You'll also help impact our mission to support the water crisis, since some listeners become clients. And for every client we work with, we donate towards building water wells in vulnerable communities. And each water well that we build supports a community of 2,000 villagers and their livestock with clean, safe, sanitised water for up to 20 years. So by your simple action of hitting the notification bell or subscribing, you're also contributing to the ripple effects of our deeper work. So we really appreciate your support. And that brings us nicely on to just touch base with AI, because the power of AI now is immense. I'm sure you're already probably using it in some shape or form. And the advantage for you is that you can do things super fast now. You can create courses, you can create presentations, you can get the whole thing built within a week if you need to. And because of that, there's never been a better time to actually create an online business. And remember, guys, you do also have access to services like ours where we'll give you a step-by-step plan. We give you full support. So there really is no reason why you should have a blocker in terms of tech or anything to do with competency. But actually, the biggest blocker of all that we see from people building their online coaching business is around mindset. And what we've seen is that when it comes to starting an online business later in life, mindset trumps age every single time. It's not about whether you're too old. It's about whether you believe you can succeed. So those who push through the doubts and the fears and the ones that take action are the guys that are going to make things happen. And the way you think about your age and what you're capable of is a huge factor in your success. Take David Sipe, for example. He didn't actually start his online business until he was 52. And you know what his niche is? It's teaching guitar people who always thought they were too old to learn, which is ironic. Because David realized that at his age, it wasn't a barrier, but an opportunity to connect with an audience. He felt the same way, and his mindset shifted from, I'm too old to start a business, to I'm exactly the right person to help others like me. And that shift was everything. So today, David runs a very successful business, helping others fulfill their lifelong dream of learning the guitar. It's very valuable and it's very fulfilling. And it's a great example to you that mindset and age is not what matters most. It's all about just believing that you can do it and then taking the steps to make that real. So your age is just a number, guys. And your mindset is what drives your success. So if you're willing to think differently about what's possible, you're already halfway there. So here's what you need to question. If you reflect for a second, I want you to think about your own experiences. What skills have you mastered over the years that you might be overlooking? What do people come and ask you for advice on? What have you overcome? What have you learned? Maybe there's something you've done in your career or on a personal level that has been a passion that you've developed over time. And if you've solved a problem for someone, you've effectively taken them from A to B. So have a think about how that could translate into an online business or course. And remember, an online service can be in so many formats. You're not limited just to a course. You could make a course, you could do a membership, a subscription, maybe get a group of clients in a room or online. And the same with one-on-one sessions. It can be online or face-to-face. The point is you're creating a service that's an online business that really unlocks your freedom. Because once you have a business that's online, you straight away have got the whole world of an audience to attract. So it's much easier actually to find customers because there's always a group of people in your niche somewhere online. And there's so much scope for you to fit your idea and experience into this industry because right now, guys, the industry is already grown to 356 billion, which is huge, right? That's absolutely enormous. But by 2028, the industry is going to be worth by roughly 1 trillion. And that's according to the Global Market Insights, who are the regulatory body all around the e-learning industry. And I think it's really important, especially as you get older, that you understand that this isn't a risky industry. It's not oversaturated. It's in fact growing, which means that there's more buyers coming to the market and demand is going up. So as you're entering now the industry, you're actually in a really, really good place to still make huge profit margins because the industry is still growing and goodness knows where it's going to go to. But the question really shouldn't be, shall I make an online business? You should really be saying to yourself, what can I make an online business on? Because if you tell yourself you're too old, you're actually allowing fear to stop you from potentially making the best decision you've ever made, because an online course isn't just about replacing your income. It's about your freedom. It's about choosing the hours that you work. It's about choosing the routine that you have and prioritizing your health and your slow mornings over the grind. And really just shaping a lifestyle. Maybe it's around your family. For us, it meant we wanted to travel, but it's different for everybody. And just having that level of flexibility really changes your happiness. So ultimately, it's a gateway to your happiness if you will let it be that. So if you're ready to shift that thinking, we would absolutely love to help you because the truth is, age doesn't define your success, your mindset does. We're 40 and 42 and we are living proof that this is a viable option for you. Even if you have to pay bills, mortgages, cars, a pension to save for, etc., we totally get it. We've been in that boat. And maybe ask yourself this, would you rather stay in the same routine for 20 years from the same salary or the same routine? Or would you be prepared to feel uncomfortable for a few months, but be rewarded with your freedom a lot earlier than if you waited for your retirement? Because time waits for no one. And the only regret that I have myself is actually not starting sooner. So what we want to do is help you feel really confident and calm about your idea and help you to see that this is a very safe and secure long-term option for you. But I do understand the fears and I do understand the juggling of finances and that need to feel secure about your future, because that's something that we've had to work through as well. And the crazy thing is, starting an online business is in fact a more sensible option, as you're ticking all the boxes. You've got uncapped earning potential. You can have freedom from day one, and you can spend your days doing something you love. So on the flip side of how I used to feel when I was still in that corporate grind, it's almost incomparable. So let's quickly recap this, guys. Your age is an advantage in this industry. Your experience is your superpower, and your years of decision-making, problem solving and learning are assets in the online business world. You do not need to be a tech guru. There are simple user-friendly platforms to make it easy for anyone to create an online business, regardless of your tech skills. And mindset is everything. So how you think about your age and ability will directly impact your success. So believe you can do it, and you're halfway there. All it comes down to is recognizing your value, using the tools available to you, and shifting your mindset to focus on what's possible. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. You're never too old to start something new, guys. Every year that you've spent working, learning and growing has built a foundation that you can now use to create something meaningful for yourself and for others. And the only thing standing between you and your online business is the belief that you can do that. So ask yourself, what if I stopped doubting my ability and started trusting my experience? What could that change for you? What kind of freedom could you create in your life if you just took that first step? So remember, it's not about being the youngest or the most tech savvy. It's about leveraging your unique skills and perspective to bring value to others. Time is our most valuable resource, and every moment that we aren't fully happy or with purpose is a moment wasted. For us, waiting 40 years to retire and do the things we dreamed of when we were too old to enjoy them was really not an option we are willing to accept anymore. And having a course business has helped us make better choices. We've been able to gain freedom, work from anywhere, and prioritise our physical and mental health in a way no 9-to-5 ever could. And there's never been a better time than now to create an online course. With the e-learning industry worth $399 billion and set to reach $1 trillion by 2032, it means more buyers are looking to self-educate online, giving course creators predictable, scalable income that can create generational wealth. And it all starts with saying yes and taking action, even if it feels totally new or outside of your comfort zone. Through Networth Nomads, we offer ethical business coaching to help you identify and validate your course or coaching idea, build, launch and scale it using automations so that you can enjoy as much free time as possible. But more importantly than replacing your income or making 7 figures as some clients do, we help you develop your business mission for purpose so you can earn more to give more. So if you're ready to redesign your own life with intention and not by society's expectations but your own rules, then join us in a safe and supported environment where we give you a structured plan to follow. You can start with a free training to gain a deeper understanding of the opportunity, or if you're ready to work with us, you can join our programs directly using the links in the show notes. And if you have questions before joining and want a free 20-minute strategy call to explore how this can work for you, you can book a call. Simply follow the link best suited to you, and thank you so much for tuning in.